Hey everybody, in today's video, we are going to be installing some Depo headlights into this E39 5 Series wagon. And as I've done many times on my channel, Depo is my go-to brand for kind of an OEM style aftermarket headlight. They come with projector lenses. They are compatible with your xenon if that's what your car had already. And they have super bright, well-constructed angel eyes already built in. What's really cool about this car here is this is actually the first BMW to have halo rings. Now this is a little bit older one, so this one specifically didn't have it, but these are headlights pulled off of a newer 5 Series put onto this car. So we are going to be doing that. I want to show some things in this video that we didn't show in another one. If you are doing demon eyes, make sure you watch this video first. I'll have the link to that up here and in the description, and then come back to this one, because there are a few things that I did in that video that we're not going to be doing in this video, and there are some things that I'm going to be doing in this video that I didn't quite show in the other one. There's been a little confusion on where to run the wires once you're done installing the lights on the inside of the projector lens. And then we're going to be running the Depo, the angel eyes that come with the Depos. They come with a really nice harness. You'll have a couple powers. We're gonna have one be constant, and then the 2 signal wires. One signal wire will be going to the interior lights, just like we did on the S54 E46 wagon that we just got done building, so that like when you open your door or when you unlock the car, if the interior lights are on, your halos are on. And then what's also really cool about that is when the interior lights they kind of swell when they come up, and they kind of slowly turn back off, and your halo rings will follow alongside that, which I always thought was really cool. And then the other wire we're going to be running to an on position. So this would be like when you put your key into your ignition, your first position is accessory, your second position is on. We're going to be doing it on the on position. Most of the time I run mine in accessory, but that's really up to you guys. You can put it on a toggle switch if you wanted to, which is what we're going to be doing with the demon eyes. Since you're not supposed to be driving around with red lights on the front of your car, that'll be put onto a switch, and then we have a little red light on that switch. We'll be putting that on the dash so that when you see it, when you're driving, you see that. Like if you've accidentally left it on, you'll see that it's on, and you go, oh, okay, I'll need to turn my demon eyes back off. I've already unboxed these headlights because I have been working on installing the demon eyes into them, but let's go and grab that box and get those shown off. I have tried to record this video a few times before, but we were waiting for the xenons. I had to get the new box that the xenons run on, that metal box. I'm not quite sure exactly how xenons work, but I had to get some refurbished ones of those. The new ones are really expensive, and this one here is like completely fried, and that one over there is having issues. So we're gonna be replacing both of those. So yeah, let's go grab those headlights. I'll show what everything's going to, and we'll get some of this installed. All right, so this is my box of messy parts I've already been working on, like I said. And you can see here I've got the projector lenses out, and I ran some demon eyes in there. Now let's go over here to one that's already done, and I'll show kind of where I ran the wiring. This is already done. So what I did was I ran the wiring parallel to the other wiring that's already in there, and that way I know that it's protected where it's not going to get burned or anything like that. So right here we have, this is the pack that came with the demon eyes, and I'll have this all linked in the description. This little pack came right here. It was actually the tester one, at like the thing that you could see what the LEDs look like at the store, and I just wired it back up. But this right here, this wire that's coming out the back, I'm just going to be running it alongside. In fact, I might even run it out this gasket here, depending on what I feel like doing. That's really all it is you just want to make sure that once you're done with your demon eye wiring, that you keep it out of the way. This is not a good spot to keep it, because you're going to need to put this back on it, and then it's in the way. So whether you put a very small hole in the back of this and push it through enough that you don't think water is going to get back in here, or if you go through this gasket here, you just want to make sure that you run this wire out the back in a way that's not going to get in the way of anything else. And then here is what that demon eye looks like now that it is all put together. You can see that looks really cool. And then you've got your angel eyes here, and we'll be running the stock angel eye wiring. The other thing that I did on this car was I actually went and bought some trailer wire, and what I didn't like about these is that when you go to disconnect this, they are like solid mounted to the car, so you can't pull these off the car without cutting the wires or just having them hang off the front. And I thought that was really silly. So I went over to O'Reilly's, and you can get this right here. This is for like a trailer. And then I soldered that on there and then just made sure these are gonna match the other side of the harness. So this is the other side of the harness. And then as you can see, there's the trailer wire. And then now, when you plug these together, you have white to white, red to red. And then if you ever need to take your headlights back out, you can just disconnect it. I use these a lot. I use these several times when I would build the toggle switch panel. So this is the wiring harness for it, and we'll go over that real quick here. So constant power, constant ground, that's the bigger ones. And then these two right here will turn on the halo rings no matter what you do, as long as they're 12 volt. We're gonna run one into the footwell lighting, and then we're gonna run one over into the fuse box to turn on with the on position on the key. And that's it. You just run this into your headlights. This is just for the halo rings. So you'll have a halo ring hook up there, a halo ring hook up here, there's your fuse, there's the relay, and that's it. That's all this wiring is. This will make a little bit more sense. It looks like a big mess right here, but we'll get all this pulled out of the box and installed into the car. These are the Alpina ones, and they are super bright. You want to make sure you get the max ones. Don't buy the lower powered ones, buy the max ones. And this is what they look like when they're on. And it just looks like this super bright red eye. I think that's gonna look great with the red car. I've done this. This is on the white 330 race car. I've done it on multiple other cars. These have actually gone down in price. They're only $20 a pair. And they used to be closer to 30. I think the biggest downside to the change is this piece right here. That's kind of bulky, and there's no way to like have it curve around the inside of that projector lens. So I sneak it through that hole there, and we'll just put it up against the edge as best as possible. I might try to put a piece of double back tape on it, and then you'll go around it until it overlaps, and then we'll cut it because there are cut lines on here. So I got the first headlight done. Just want to go over the wiring real quick again. So this is going to plug into here. This is the angel eyes, and then my demon eye wire is right here. I did end up running it through this one. I just cut a really small slit so that it's still kind of watertight, and I have the xenon converter and everything in there. We're going to run the wires across the front here, and you just want to make sure that you kind of keep them away from the radiator as much as possible. The E46 is a little easier to run than this. But we'll just make sure they're not getting too hot. You get over here, same thing, there is the angel eye connector. And then this box right here, I think I'm gonna try to find a screw that fits into that right there. And you'll just want to mount this somewhere nice so it's not getting beat up. And then here is your constant ground and constant power. So I'm gonna have to find a constant ground and constant power here in the engine bay. And then this wire right here and this wire right here are your 2 signal wires. So it doesn't matter which one's which. I always put the one that makes the relay click really loud. One of these makes it click, like click on, click off really loud. I always put that one to the accessory or the on, and then the one that doesn't make the relay make noise, I normally put that to the interior lighting. And then I'm just gonna find a spot through here to run into the firewall. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna just be running the wires out for the demon eyes out through the same path, and then I'll be running the signal and the accessory or the on switch. Both of those just have to run through the firewall as well. So I'll be running 3 wires through the firewall. If you enjoyed today's content, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section below. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Tenza_Motorsports. We're going to be doing a super clean giveaway. I'm not sure if that giveaway is going to be done by the time this video comes out or not. If it is already done, it's okay. Better luck next time. There will be more giveaways. All you have to do is follow us on Instagram, Tenza_Motorsports. Thanks again so much for watching. Everything will be linked down in the description below. Enjoy the finished montage.
Bam!